What's up, folks? Billy here. Thought I would show you my final pack out. So I bought a couple of new things. Nice thing about being a little older, you're not flat broke and you can buy the stuff you want. So I decided to go with, I've got a Walmart Mummy sleeping bag in there. It's rated for 0. I've had it for probably 30 years. Works like a champ. I'm going to bring that just because I don't know what the temperature's going to do. So I tried to put all my sleeping stuff in this. I think this is a 35-liter bag. So I've got my pillow in there, my sleeping bag, and then I bought this. It's a cotton sleeping bag liner. Got it at Academy Sports. I'm going to try it out and see. It's basically like a kind of like a sheet that goes inside your sleeping bag and keeps everything inside your sleeping bag from getting dirty. Now it is rectangular. I'm eventually going to buy a different sleeping bag, but I wasn't willing to pay what they wanted for the one I wanted at this point. So that is going to be all my sleep gear in that 35-liter bag. I'm going to try to shove it down in this hole. Coffee pot. I showed this in one of my previous videos. I'll probably stick it down in there and put my sleeping bag down in there with it. This bag, I've moved some stuff around. This is basically my hammock tent and my air mattress and my rocket fuel and mess kit. So that's what's going in that. That is a 20-liter bag. Hadn't decided where I'm going to put it. I'll probably strap it in this back part. This is a 20-liter bag, and I'm going to put my clothes in there. What I decided to go with, I've got 2 pairs of socks. We're going for 3 days, so 2 nights camping. Got 2 pairs of socks, 2 flannel shirts, 2 t-shirts, a pair of shorts, and then I'm going to bring a pair of light Wrangler sells some cargo pants at Walmart that are real thin. I think that's what I'm going to end up using. So I'll put my clothes in here. So I'll have all my clothes in one bag, food stuff in one, and then this is mostly my sleep gear with the exception of my hammock tent and my blow-up mattress, which is in here. In my backpack, it'll have all my odds and ends. Only thing I added for my previous videos, I did buy some cordage. This is a 100-foot cord. You never know what you're going to need that for. I bought that. I think everything else in there is pretty much the way it was before. And then this bag, I think it is a 15-liter maybe. I don't know. It's not marked on the bag anymore. But what I'm going to put in here is my food. So food, snacks. So we're going to bring steak to cook the first night. I bought a couple of these adventure meals. So I got these at Academy. Breakfast skillet. Let's see, this one here is biscuits and gravy. So there's my 2 breakfasts. And then I got these at a place in this area called Dunham's. That'll be a lunch or a meal. We're hoping, we brought steak to cook the first night because we're not going to be in the water that long. We're getting there about lunch, and then we'll kayak up the river about 5 miles and then set up camp. So I'm bringing steak that night. I'm really hoping we have fresh fish the second night, but we'll see. And there's the other one I bought, which is mac and cheese. So I've got 2 lunches, and you just add water to these, hot water. I have never tried them before. I'm going to give them a whirl. 2 different brands, so I'll try both of them, see which one I like better. So I'll have some crackers, probably some granola bars, and then these 4 meals, and then I'll probably bring a can of beans or corn to eat one night and then something else the other night. So that's my food bag. Like I said, I'll have some snack goods in there, but it'll all be in one bag. Shoes, I did make a decision. I could not, my old tennis shoes are like totally wore out, and I'm not buying a new pair of shoes to go creek wading in. So these are water shoes, and I got these at Academy for $10. I think they're going to be more than adequate. I'll probably put socks on the first day just to see how it is, and then may slip them off. This time of year, you never know what the temperature is going to be. So shoes, I got my chair down in there. I bought this, so that will hold your cell phone in this little front pocket, and then it expands out so you can put your wallet and whatever else you're bringing. So I think that's it. And then I've also got my little, I want to bring 2 poles. That's my old one. And then I'll show you what little fishing gear I'm bringing. This is going to depend on where you're going to fish. So I thought I'd bring me some power baits. And then I've got a little tackle box set up with some rooster tails, crawdad jig, just a couple of different jigs. Those are my rooster tails. And then I brought some grubs, these little double spinners. I've always had good luck with these on bass or just about anything. And then the go-to, at least my go-to most places, is these little, I think these are, oh, I forgot what color they call these, but they're just grubs. Those usually work good. So most of the stuff, I figure we'll probably be catching maybe crappie, probably some smallmouth bass. So that should be more than enough, hopefully. And I did bring some weights, container of weights. So most of that's just going to go underneath my seat. All right, so let me get this packed up, and then I will see where it's going to fit, and I'll kind of show you how I'm going to strap all this down. All right, so I got everything in. I put my clothes, the coffee pot, and the machete in here. Backpack on top. This is waterproof. That's probably one of the more things I'll need if something goes wrong. My first aid kit, everything's in there. Also, this hole that's in the back of this kayak right there is just about useless because it's not very big. So I'm going to bring a trash bag, which is always good to put the trash up. And in there, we got a carabiner, some heavy duty rope. This is I forgot what they call this. It's basically just a tie strap. Put that in there, some heavy duty zip ties. And then I bought a bunch of these little bungees, small bungees. I'll put all that in that back trash bag and put it in that hole back there. That way if I figure out that I've got something that needs to be strapped in, I can strap it in. Also had to put this bracket on here because there wasn't anything on the side of this kayak to strap this bag to. So I've got it strapped to my front holder, then back here, and then it's strapped. I got another bracket on this side to strap across to keep it on there. And every review every video I've seen, they always say strap everything down. We're going on a calm river, so we shouldn't have an issue with it tipping, but you never know. Since my seat sets up so high, I'm going to put my food underneath there. Try to think through it logically. You know, my cell phone, wallet, stuff there. I may end up putting my first aid kit there, but I'll probably have to, bring it up shore if something goes wrong. So, stuff easily accessible there. Of course, the shoes I'll be wearing, water bottle, I'll probably clip on here somehow. The cooler I showed earlier snapped, the zipper broke on it. So I'm going to bring this igloo. I was able to put my chair here. That's the yellow bag that has the cooking stuff in it. And then this is my sleepwear. But everything on here is strapped on somehow. I don't have it in the water yet, so I'm sure I'll have to modify this. You know, if I get in and my fat butt's sitting in there and I need to move something, I'm bringing enough extra bungees and straps to strap everything in. And then I found I think this is almost a 4-foot long bungee cord. That's going to be pretty heavy with a 12-pack of beer and water, whatever little food I need, plus ice. So, I may end up, I'm not sure how that's going to ride yet. Try to figure it, since it's going to be so heavy, it'd probably be good to be somewhere in the middle with me. That way all the weights, hopefully between my fat ass and that cooler, it'll all be kind of right in here. But that's it. I was able to get everything in there. There's not a whole lot of room up here. There is room underneath this, but there's not a lot of room. You could probably slide a pole or something in there. But if it got jammed in there somehow, you'd have to finagle with it quite a bit to get it out. So I didn't put a whole lot in there. I said just a coffee pot. And I did put a jacket in there, a light hooded jacket, in case I need it. So that is my setup. And then when I put it in the water, set in it and paddle for a little bit, I'll see if I need to move anything or modify the way it's set up. But I think right now this should be good. Stuff that I'm needing for camps kind of out of the way, down in the hole. Clothes are down in there, so for sure it's in a wet bag and down in the hole with that snap lid. So anything I've got that's of importance, is in a dry bag and strapped on. Put bungee cords all around it. This had strapping back here anyway that I use to hold everything in. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'm sure I'll have to move some stuff around. That cooler with 10-pound bag of ice plus beer, water, and I'm sure that's going to weigh probably close to 25, 30 pounds once I get everything in it. So I'm kind of curious how it's all going to set. This isn't one that you probably could stand up, but I'm not that agile anymore. So may end up getting a bigger kayak if we decide to do this long term, but that's the rig for today. See y'all later.